What is going on, everyone? Shake and Bake 2355 here. Welcome back to our Madden 18 Jaguars franchise, episode 31. Today we are just after the bye week, week 10, and it's kind of like the halfway point. Every 4 games or so, I like to go over injuries, stats, standings, all that stuff. And like I said, I'll do like 3 or 4 a year after every 4 games, I think, would be the best way to go about doing this, to keep you guys in the loop with all the things going around the NFL, and not just the Jaguars. Kind of give more of a, realistic feel, as as realistic as I can be. So we do have, like I said, we're going to start with a couple injuries, news, updates. Returning from injury, Malik Jackson is back at DT, and Patrick Almame at guard will be returning for us this week against the Bills. And then in other injury news, we did have a chance to bring back TJ Russo a week early, but we're actually going to decline that and let him sit. Don't want to it's a high risk of re-injury. Don't want to do that. And Rudock played well in the last game, got us the W, so he's going to start against the Bills, but Russo should be back next week. Looking at the injury report, Jalen Ramsey is also expected to miss one more week against the Bills, then he should be back with that broken thumb. So expect us back at full strength after this next week against the Bills. Like I said, I think we're getting healthy at the right time. Looking at the NFL standings, we are currently in first place at 5-3 in the AFC South, but the Texans are right behind us at 4-4, Titans 3-5, and the Colts 3-6, who I think are on a bye week, or have not had their bye week this week, or this last week, so they are a game ahead still. Going around the rest of the NFL, the Steelers are 7-1, leading the AFC North. I'm sorry, the AFC. I guess we'll start with the AFC East. Patriots 6-2. Dolphins at 4-4. 3-4-1 are the Bills. 0-7-1 are the Jets. AFC West, Chargers 7-0-1. Still have not lost. They lead the AFC West, with the Broncos a game and a half back of them at 5-3. And the Chiefs 3-5. Raiders 2-6. Over in the NFC North, the Vikings are 7-1. Lions 5-3 in second. Packers 4-4. Bears 3-5. Falcons lead the way at 6-2 in the NFC South. The other 3 teams do have 4 wins, so that is a tight division. Giants 6-2 lead the Redskins by a game, who are 5-3. Eagles 3-5. Cowboys are 1-8 in last place. NFC West, Seahawks 6-2. Cardinals and Rams both tied 4-4. Niners in the basement at 1-6-1. Now let's take a look at the team standings. TJ Russo, 1,490 yards, 12 touchdowns to 3 interceptions in his 5 games played. Rudock is 851 yards, 7 touchdowns, 3 picks in the 2-3 starts he's made for us. And Ryan Smallwood, 119 yards and an interception. He hasn't played much. Rushing, Leonard Fournette just came back this week. He's got just under 100 carries. 609 yards, 5 touchdowns. Yeldon 443 in a score. And Russo 9 of 40 in a rushing touchdown as well. Those are the only 7 rushing touchdowns our team has. On to receiving, Luke Wilson. Kind of doing a Gronk impersonation. 57 receptions. Leads the team. 704 yards, 10 touchdowns already. Allen Robinson 55, 838. Only 2 touchdowns. Got to get that up. Lee 463, 2 touchdowns for 23 catches. Westbrook 12, 255, 3 touchdowns. He actually has more than Robinson and Lee. And then Walter Dixon, he got his first career touchdown last game. The undrafted rookie. Fournette is 2 for 1. Travis Hocker 2 for 12. That 1 touchdown, his only of his career for the rookie, whose play's been pretty much put on hold due to the emergence of Luke Wilson. Over to the O-line, Brandon Fain's given up 7. He's our first round pick, so I'd like to see that number go down. Cam Robinson as well, 6, and Linder, our 3 best linemen, have given up the most sacks, so we got to try to correct that a little bit. Adam Pankey, he doesn't play much, so it's not good that he's given up 3. Paul Posluszny leads the team with 43 tackles. Tayshaun Gibson, 41. Barry Church, 39. Telvin Smith in 4th. He's missed like 5 games. Still makes top 5 with 33. So it just goes to show how good of a season he was having before he got injured. And A.J. Boya running out the top 5 there, 31. And Ramsey with 26 tackles for loss. Posluszny leads the way with 8. Barry Church and Telvin Smith are second with 8. I think I said Posluszny has 8, but he has 12. Lindsey Henderson has 7 there. Pretty good for him. He doesn't play all that much. Only certain packages where we have, 4 linebackers on the field. Calais Campbell leads the team with 6.5 sacks. Gagwe with 6. Posluszny with 3. Shelton Day with 3. Miles Jack has 2. Telvin Smith with 1. Aaron Colvin with a sack. And Abra Jones with a half a sack. Paul Posluszny, we got 5 guys with interceptions, which is already, I think, more than we had as a team last year. Everyone has 1. And then forced fumbles. Tayshaun Gibson leads the team with 3. Miles Jack and Lindsey Henderson have 2. Colvin and Gagwe and Ramsey with 1. And then our only defensive touchdown goes to Aaron Colvin, who had that pick 6 a few weeks back. And that'll do it pretty much for the team stats. Now, as we take a look around the NFL and all the league leaders in each category, starting with quarterback position, and we'll start with passing yards. Matthew Stafford leads the NFL with 2,585. And then Aaron Rodgers is second. Andrew Luck third. Eli Manning 2,300. Alex Smith is actually in the top 5 there, so that's pretty good for him. On to passing touchdowns. Roethlisberger leads the NFL with 21. Alex Smith and Deshaun Watson have 18 apiece. Boy, it's great having to play Deshaun Watson twice a year. Just kidding. Matt Ryan, 17. Drew Brees with 16 there. He plays for the Cardinals this year. And Mitchell Trubisky there, having a better year touchdown-wise. But he does lead the NFL in interceptions with 15. Rodgers surprisingly second, 13 picks. Turner Raubach, the rookie, who we thought about drafting but ended up going with Russo. He had 12. Tyrod Taylor with 11. Yards per game, Matthew Stafford leads the way, 23.1 a game. Rodgers with 306. Rudock actually in the top 5, but he don't qualify. He didn't play enough. Cam Newton rounding the actual top 5 out with 274. On to the running backs now. 934 yards already for Le'Veon Bell. So he's on pace for about 1,800. Marco Murray, David Johnson round out the top 5. In terms of rushing touchdowns, Jerick McKinnon and Mark Ingram and Deion Lewis have 9. Le'Veon Bell and Melvin Gordon with 8. Alex Collins and a bunch of other people with 7. Brandon Oliver, Bishop Sankey. Average yards game, Leonard Fournette leads the NFL, but I'm not sure if he qualifies because he missed like 5 games with an injury. But if he does, he leads the NFL. If not, it's Le'Veon Bell at 116.8. Devontae Freeman, 108. Gurley, 105. Murray, 103. And then on to receiving. Gronk leads the NFL with 60 receptions. Luke Wilson is third with 57. Robinson fifth with 55. So we are passing the ball around still pretty well. Robinson leads the NFL in receiving yards, 838. Michael Thomas with 800. Des Bryant, 742. Kearse, 722. 704 for Luke Wilson. So 2 receivers in the top 5 for the both for 2 of the most important categories. Allen Robinson leads the NFL 104 yards a game per average. Wilson is top 5 in that as well at 88. The touchdowns, Wilson leads the NFL with 10. Michael Thomas, Antonio Brown have 9. Trey Burton with 8. And Keenan Allen with 7. Robinson only has 2, so he ain't going to be on that list. Over to the defense. Kwiatkowski leads the NFL with 90 tackles. Our top guy's like 40, so we're not even going to be on here. But tackles for loss, Posluszny is tied for second with Linval Joseph with 12. Damon Harrison has 10 along with Watt and Cam Jordan. And then Brandon Graham with 10 as well. Griffin 9.5. Derek Morgan with 9. J.J. Watt 9. Kerrigan 9. So we're not that close. Our highest guy is 6.5. Jermaine Brock, senior, 4 interceptions. A lot of guys with 4. Not going to say all the names. You'll see them as you go through the list. Then on to forced fumbles. Everson Griffin has 3, as well as Shane Ray, so 2 Vikings. And then a bunch of guys with 2. Defensive touchdowns. A lot of guys have 1. So not a whole lot there. With that said, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. If you want to enjoy it, please do leave a like down below. Be sure to subscribe for more Madden 18 Jaguars franchise here on the channel. If you're interested in the other series on the channel that are ongoing, I have a link to the playlist for those in the description, as well as my current upload schedule, so you'll always remember what day what video goes up. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.